Hey guys, it's TheGameFaceHD and welcome back to episode 39 of my Juventus career mode, and we are slowly getting towards the end of the series because I did decide to do two seasons with Juventus, and now we're coming to the end of it with Belgium in the Euros. Hopefully we can end on a high in winning the Euros, but we'll have to see how we get on. We've got a fairly easy group stage, so I'm not particularly worried about that. But first of all, before we do get into playing any games, I'm going to do a bit of a squad report, which was suggested in the comments, I think in the previous two episodes, but since they were scheduled, I wasn't able to include them any sooner. Let's go through each individual player. I'm going to do it fairly quickly so you guys, so it doesn't take up too much time, but if you want, you can just obviously pause the video at particular players that you are interested in. So, as you can see, David De Gea hasn't really gone up this season, same with Carvajal. And Otamendi, obviously with him being a new signing, Varane. Marcelo has gone up though. There's not been too many increases in the players in my team. You can see Pogba's gone up. Sterling is now 85. So there has been a few increases, but not actually as many as I thought. Obviously Coman's had a really good season, and with Pirlo retiring, he's actually gone down one. I don't know if I showed you this, but it says planning a long holiday after retiring. I've never seen that before. Pretty weird thing for it to say. Anyway, Donsa's gone up as well, really happy about that one. Berard has gone up quite a lot. So has a lot of my players, but it seems like it's only a few of them that have gone up a lot. Those that haven't gone up are mainly my new signings or players that haven't been here that long. Generally, I think the players, most of the young ones have gone up quite a lot, but I think it depends really how much I've played them and things like that. But as you can see, they're all the players that have gone up. We're nearly at the end of the list now, and you see those two players are my loan players. So they are all the players. Tevez sadly hasn't gone up this season. He's actually started to go down in some of his mental stats, which I suppose doesn't really affect his overall. But let's get on with doing the Belgium side of things. Now, we've finished with Juventus. We lost in the Champions League final. Very annoyed about that one still, but it happens at the end of the day. Let's advance to the first game for Belgium. Hopefully we can end the season on a high by getting all the awards for Juventus. So it seems like I did get manager of the season, but basically they were just very happy with everything. That's what all the emails said. But I did get manager of the season, which I'm really happy about. Okay, so since we're starting a new season, or going into the third season now, that means that when we play the Euro 2016 games, we will actually still be in the transfer window, so technically we will be still with Juventus and maybe making a couple of signings, but it'll be nothing really that we actually play with. Season budget, if you are interested, would have been 33.5 million, and the target would have been to win the league. And we also have the pre-contract player arrivals. Marquisio was one of them, if you had forgotten, and Hernandez the other. I think that's the striker, Hernandez. Yes, it is. 83 overall, that's pretty decent. And Marquisio is 85 overall. It would have been nice to play with those guys. Let me know what you think. I'm assuming everyone just wants me to try and do another career mode. I think that's what I'm going to be doing, probably just ending it here. I don't want to drag on one career mode for too long. I do like to try and change things around a little bit. Okay, Tevez has returned from injury, not that it really affects us, to be honest, but we are just going to now play this game against Romania, so big match this one, just because we need to get out of the group stages. I'm not too worried about not getting out, so we are just going to play with this team, I think. I'm pretty sure that's my starting 11 usually, so I am just going to go with that one. Are 2 centre mids right? They are, but I'm actually going to go Tielemans playing, and other than that I'm pretty happy with everything else. Benteke maybe is out injured, I can't quite remember, so that's why he doesn't feature in our squad. Let's go on with this game. Hopefully we can get a win against Romania, and yeah, let's see how we get on. Come on Belgium, let's have a good performance please. We can be a little bit inconsistent with this team, so hopefully we should be alright though in this game. It is only against Romania, but I'm not going to underestimate them too much. Hopefully we can get off to a good start though. Okay, we've won ourselves a free kick, that is a good start. See whether Hazard can score this one maybe. Oof, just saved by Pantilimon. If he wasn't as big, I don't think a keeper would have got to that. Through to Mertens. Mertens still going. Oh my god, was that saved by Pantilimon? Or did that get a deflection? That must be a corner. It was saved by him. I'm sure that was going in then. Hazard to take. Can we find anybody in there? Company saved again. De Bruyne. Oh wow. Tielemans trying to find Lukaku. Lukaku 1-0, brilliant stuff. Nicked it back off. I think it was one of their midfielders, and we definitely made sure that one went in that time. Brilliant stuff from Tielemans. Found the little pass through the defence, and first time put into the back of the net. 1-0. Lukaku's through here. I don't think he's offside. Has he got any support? He has done. And I think that was Mertens, again saved by Pantilimon, definitely kept Romania in this game at the moment. Tillmans to shoot, saved again, and that's a free kick for us. We're going to get Mertens to take this one. Hopefully we can get this one in, and he doesn't save. Oh, hit the wall. It's a shame. And that is it for the first half. We are still winning 1-0. A decent first half. We could easily have got 4 or 5 goals in that game in the first half, but I think we can get plenty more. As you can see, look at the amount of shots and shots on target. I'm sure we'll get a few more in the second half, so I'm not going to make any changes just yet. I'll probably leave it a little bit longer. Hopefully we can double the lead. And that is a red card, I think. Probably a second yellow for this guy. I think it is, not unless it's a straight red. I'm pretty sure it's a second yellow though. I think it is. And who is it getting sent off? Bic Falvey. They've definitely been a very aggressive team, this side. Wasn't really expecting that, but they have been jumping in a lot, and I've just been taking advantage of it with me just skipping past them. Hazard running through. Eden Hazard saved again by Pantilimon. And that's another red card for Romania. Again, I've just managed to get past the player, and he was already on a booking, and it's now 2 red cards. I can't believe this. It's such an aggressive team, and it's not even a player I realised had been booked, because there's a lot that have been booked now with all the free kicks that have been given away. And it was Lukaku brought down, and they are now down to 9 men. We are just going to make some changes because it's slightly worrying we're only winning 1-0 when they're down to 9 men. We are going to bring on Nangolan, and hopefully we can bring on... I'd like to bring on Origi, but I don't know whether he'd fit in anywhere. I might just take off Mertens and bring Origi on, and I think De Bruyne will be the next player to come off, and we'll bring on Kevin Mirallas. No way. What a save, Courtois. I thought they were going to score with like a minute to go. That's the first shot in ages. And they do have a corner. Pantilimon's up, but kind of running back for some reason. And it's crossed in, and literally no one was there. Oh, Origi's nicked it back off the defender who was messing about with it. Lukaku to finish it off. Still Lukaku. Oh, wow. I thought I was going to get a Megs then. And that is it. We've somehow only won the game 1-0. I can't believe it. The amount of shots we've had. These sort of games really annoy me. At least we got the 3 points. That's the main thing, that we didn't draw the game in the end. Okay, now I've got this game against Finland. I'm going to sim it just because I don't want to play every single game. I want to kind of keep things moving a little bit so that we can get through the Euros and hopefully try and win it next episode, episode 40, I think. That's not a very good start. At least we got the equaliser with Mertens. Then the downside is I hate being on the right hand side because that's almost like the away side of things, and I'm sure you do worse on that side. Anyway, Hazard scored, and we're into the second half now. Kevin Mirallas has joined us on the pitch. Hazard gets another one, and I think we're probably going to win this one now, aren't we? Hopefully they don't score again, and it doesn't look like they will. We've won the game 3-1, decent result. Eden Hazard with both the goals, and we're now, I think, we're not even top of the table. Czech Republic are top. Must be on goal difference. Okay, they've got 6 goals, we've got 4, and a goal difference of 3 for us, so that's not good. We need to catch them up, and the only way we can do that is when we play them in the next game. Okay, the next game that we're going to play is a very important one against the Czech Republic, who are above us at the moment on goal difference. We're just going to play with this team to keep it nice and simple, so we don't mess things up and take too long. And let's see how we get on. It's a really important game, this one. Hopefully we can get a win and score quite a few goals. Hazard to take. He's going to try and keep it away from Czech. That didn't work, but we scored somehow anyway. Kevin De Bruyne with the header. I was not expecting that, especially as soon as I took the corner. It just seemed to go straight to Czech, but somehow De Bruyne got there, and I'm not complaining. That is now 1-0. Really good start to the game. Just 5 minutes in. Mertens still running through. Mertens, Czech saves. I don't know where that shot was going. It's supposed to go in the bottom right hand corner, but seemed to whip back quite a lot. Can we score again from another corner? Company's in there, and sadly it wasn't on target or anywhere near. Oh, we've got an injury. I think it's Mertens. It might have been. I think, yes, it was. That gives us a chance, I suppose, to try out Hazard in behind Lukaku. It's going to get a bit confusing between both the Hazards, so that's something that should be quite interesting to see how that goes. But Mertens is a bit of a loss, actually. He has played fairly well in some of the games, so we're going to change things up anyway, and hopefully we can be okay with Hazard. Forgan Hazard through to Lukaku. Good save from Czech. And that's it for the first half. We are still winning 1-0. Again, we're winning 1-0. It seems like that's all the result I can produce at the moment when I play games. But hopefully we can get more goals in the second half. I'm sure we can. We have played again quite well. Not as well as we did in the previous game that we played. But I still think we do have a few more goals in us. Lukaku running through, he's fake shotted inside. Still going, Lukaku! And it is 2-0. Can't believe that's virtually the first thing that's happened in so long. Now 2-0. I think Lukaku got the first one. I can't even remember now. But anyway, very good stuff from him. Cuts inside, and there was no saving that from Czech. 2-0. And that's it. We have won the game 2-0. Very good result there. We are top of the table now, and that means that we can go through into the next round and hopefully come up against a slightly easier team than we would if we came second. We do have a player injured, and that means Mertens will miss the rest of the Euros, I'd imagine, with them being out for 4 weeks. We don't know who we're coming up against yet, I don't think. But we have managed to go through to the next round, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, along with Czech Republic, and I'm sure we'll find out who we've got. Hopefully it's an okay team. We've got England in the next round. Wow, that should be a really interesting game. A, to see whether we can beat them, but also to see what sort of team they put out as well, whether it's full of like youngsters or whether it's more like players that we wouldn't maybe expect as much. Maybe Michael Carrick might play or someone like that. I don't really know. It should be a really interesting one. I'd like to come up against Andy Carroll though. Someone random like that in the team would be really good. Okay, so here are the objectives, even though they don't really matter. I'll be expecting you to reach the knockout stage in the Champions League. That's a bit of a strange one. And they expect me to win the domestic cup as well. Vidal says he's happy to stay. That's really good news for us, as he is probably leaving in real life for Bayern Munich. We've got the quarterfinals to play in the next episode, then the semis, and then it'll be the final, I think. If we actually do get there, we'll have to see how we get on. But yeah, let's hopefully try and win the next game in the next episode. That is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, then please give it a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.